My name is Marta Martinez, and I'm the Executive Director of Rhode Island Latino Arts. And I'm partnering with Trinity Rep and particularly partnering with Tyler Dobrowsky to make this production of Romeo and Juliet possible. It's really a wonderful opportunity for the Latino community to get to watch Shakespeare in the Spanish language and also in a bilingual format.
Tú me estás hablando con el corazón en la mano.
Y más, desde el fondo de mi alma, que me caiga una maldición si no es la verdad.
I think this is a very special project, and I'm so grateful that I got to be involved in it because as a Latina, not only in my program, but in the community I live in now, which is Providence, Rhode Island, I think it is super important that we reach out to those communities that don't necessarily get to watch a lot of bilingual shows or shows that appeal to their language, their culture, their background.
De forma más abarcadora de expresión de una comunidad que el teatro. Es una forma, en el mejor sentido de la palabra, de resistencia a diluirse, a desaparecer dentro de una cultura que no es la original geográficamente. Acabo de llegar a Providence, Rhode Island, y acabo de enterarme que el 40% de la población en esta ciudad es hispana. Así que el teatro es una forma de hacerse presente culturalmente.
So the project came about a couple of years ago. I was talking to Marcel Martinez, the executive director at Rhode Island Latino Arts, and I said I would love to start a mobile Shakespeare unit that goes to different spots around Providence and Rhode Island. And she said, that sounds really fantastic, and I wonder if it could be bilingual.
Ay, primero tenía que haberte muerto ya.
What storm is this that blows so contrary?
I said to her, well, what Shakespeare, if there was going to be a Shakespeare that we do bilingual, both English and Spanish, what would it be? And she suggested Romeo and Juliet. It is free Shakespeare, so that means that anyone can come see it.
Romeo is an interesting character who I'm thrilled to get to play. He's kind of iconic in some ways as a kind of young, kind of self-indulgent, immature lover who kind of finds some seriousness, I think, over the through his relationship with Juliet, and then kind of ends up old beyond his years. So he's kind of an interesting guy to get to play because he's, on the one hand, kind of young, wears his heart on his sleeve, kind of up and down with his emotions, a little unstable in that way, and on the other hand has this kind of perception and this kind of vision that kind of borders on almost the prophetic or the dreamlike.
Romeo y Julieta en el verano ha sido mi segunda obra y qué te digo, ha sido una experiencia excelente donde he aprendido muchísimo from all the workshops we had in rehearsal and just even getting like some acting tricks from some of the cast. Performing out in these outside spaces is beautiful. Number one, you get to see these places that sometimes I didn't even know were here. Like the Steel Yard, it was my first time there when we performed there. The Mixed Magic Theater, which is beautiful. We're actually premiering in this stage outside.
My name is Marisa Martin.
and I'm in the project Romeo and Juliet. I am la señora Montesco, la madre de Romeo. Los Capuletos que le han quitado tanto a nuestra hermosa Verona. But this is a love story, ending not just with death, but also with reconciliation.
Working in this production has been really fun. It's something that I've never done before. I was kind of nervous at first just because the different places that we were gonna perform, I wasn't sure what to expect.
But everyone has a lot of different talents, and we've been using everything we can, violin and guitar playing and songwriting skills and brilliant fight choreography.
She gallops o'er a soldier's neck, and then drinks of cutting foreign throats like leeches. Ambuscados, Spanish blades of pelts, 5 out deep, and then anon, drums in his ear.
Is we started with an entire week just working on the script. And we had actors from various backgrounds in the room with different relationships to Spanish and English. And something that was great about taking that whole week to work the script was figuring out something that could communicate to an entire community of people with different relationships with language.
It was integral for this project and the production overall to wherever the Spanish went, to make sure that there was a dramaturgical reason and response and consequence to the use of that Spanish. And also we wanted to create a production that was at least almost 50% in English and 50% in Spanish. I think we were successful. It has been a great project. It has been a great lesson in how to bring a script together, how to bring a group of people together. The script changed, the translation changed a lot in the actual room, and that was a pleasant and a wonderful experience, particularly because I tried to keep an open room and ask specifically the Spanish speakers, but also our non-Spanish speaking actors, what makes sense in the story, what doesn't make sense, what is translatable in terms of intention of the language, and when it comes in and why, and does it make sense to you?